Hi, I'm Chris Bonney with Consumer Electronics Daily News here at the International CES 2010 show, and I have stopped by the booth of Will Innovations, and I am here talking with IronWill's CEO and founder Brent Baier. Mr. Baier, thank you very much for letting us stop by your booth. Sir, could you please tell us about IronWill Innovations? It's a new company. Could you tell us where and when it all started for you?
Yeah, sure, Chris, and thanks for stopping by. Well, I got the idea for what I call a wearable or natural user interface probably about 5 years ago. I was actually in my last semester of college, was out taking a walk, thinking, and I laid down that night to go to bed, and boom, this idea just hits me. For a way for people to interact with things. And initially I was thinking of typing by just tapping the tips and joints of their fingers with their thumb. And so, here we are 5 years later as we looked at all the different places we could take this and started experimenting, playing video games with it. It just became such a cool and effective tool, effective device for that, for video game players, and that's where we're taking it. It's been quite the journey.
Yeah, could you explain just kind of how the Pergrine itself works, how the game controller works?
Yeah, sure. Well, the glove basically has what we call 18 touch points, and those are on your 4 fingers, and 3 contact pads. You've got one on the tip of the thumb, one on the meat of the thumb, and one right on your palm. And whenever these contact points, so say your thumb tip, comes in touch with one of these touch points on a finger, it will send an action to the video game. So for instance, if I'm playing a game like Heroes of New Earth and I want to trigger an ability, or maybe World of Warcraft,
right?
And let's say the letter Q triggers this ability, I can actually program it so when I touch the tip of my pointer finger with the tip of my thumb, it's going to trigger an action in the game. A single glove can do over 30 unique actions, and it's totally user customizable. They can get like default layouts for popular games off our website and when the product ships. So.
How important is it to a product like this, like the Pergrine, how important is it for the consumer to be able to personalize the product, especially since it is gaming? Everybody has their own, likes and dislikes for, mass media, especially gaming. How important is the personalization of the Pergrine to the customer?
Well, I think it's really important for people to be able to customize it to their style of gameplay. It's essential. I mean, there's some guys that will want the attack button, say, to be on the side of their finger because they use it a lot. There'll be some guys that will use a particular ability or item frequently, and they'll want to put it in a convenient place to touch. So everyone has a different gameplay style, and by allowing them to customize it, it just, it fits them, and it just makes it a more effective tool for them when, they're playing their games. So yeah, it's really important, Chris.
Yeah. As far as the games themselves, the world of PC gaming is always growing. What are some of the games that the Pergrine is best used for, some of the more popular ones? I know Warcraft 3, obviously, World of Warcraft. Could you just name some of the other games that the Pergrine are maybe specially designed for?
Well, personally, one of the games I'm playing a lot with it right now is a game called Heroes of New Earth by F2 Games. Really love it. There's other games out there, like a mod map of Warcraft 3 called Defense of the Ancients, or Dota, has a very strong following. A lot of guys like this for Warcraft, World of Warcraft. We've had some guys experiment in the first-person shooter genres to use this to do different things like switch items, different hotkeys, but it's really open to the gamer's imagination. I actually have some of our testers love using this for tower defense games, but personally, I would say the real-time strategy genres, League of Legends is another one. Those are the genres we're finding to be the most effective and fun to play with this right now. But we're working on applications for these other genres. So that's just an example of some of the games, and then interestingly enough, even though this isn't a game, we got a lot of interest on this, there's people who want to use it for Photoshop and graphics editing and CAD stuff to be able to trigger all their shortcuts and filters and such just by tapping their fingers.
Okay. I was reading through some of just some of the general information here at your booth about the Pergrine. You say that it was co-developed for the U.S. military, which obviously helps for the durability, and everybody knows that anything electronics related, it needs to be durable nowadays. Could you just talk about just how durable it is because it was co-developed for the military also?
Sure. Well, the product was designed, being a glove, it's going to go through the regular wear and tear that a piece of clothing would.
Right.
Now, the sensors, though, are the part that, is not a fabric. And we had to make sure that these sensors would stand up to the abuse that a typical gamer will put it through. I can only imagine what kind of things this glove is going to go through. So the sensors on the fingers are actually micro-wound stainless steel springs. They are very tough, and they have a stitch of thread through almost every rotation of the spring. So you literally would need to take a pair of wire cutters to snip these things in half and break them. They're very tough. And the pads themselves, the contact pads, are made of a stainless steel fabric. So it's durable. The device is designed to actually be hand washable, so if someone does spill Pepsi on it or get pizza sauce or whatever all over it, you can just run the glove under warm tap water with some soap, and it's ready to go. So that's the kind of durability we designed in mind for it. With the military contract, we wanted to have something that a soldier could climb a rope or dig a ditch with while wearing this product and using the sensors. Right. Now, obviously, the military version would have more robust fabric than the consumer version. Consumer version is lightweight, breathable, easy to wear. So, and we're doing some other interesting stuff with the military, expanding the capabilities of the glove, but I probably shouldn't talk about that too much.
Yeah. Well, when you're talking about computers and PC games and everything, the ultimate question comes up: are you a Mac or are you a PC? Obviously, this was a PC-based technology, but will it work for the Mac?
You know what? I'm a Mac user, actually. I do have Boot Camp on my Mac, and I love it. I respect Windows, but we designed this to work for both PC and Mac, and it'll even plug into a Linux box. This uses standard HID keyboard drivers, so once you configure it and get it set up, you don't even have to touch it hardly. You just plug it into any PC or Mac. It'll recognize it and go. Right now, the configuration software we're demoing here at the show is for Windows only, but we're working on the Mac version to be available soon after product release.
Brent Baier, CEO and founder of IronWill Innovations. You guys are debuting the Pergrine Gaming Glove. Sir, thank you very much for letting us stop by your booth here at International CES 2010. It really is a revolutionary tool here to use in the gaming industry. Sir, thank you very much for letting us stop by your booth, and have a great show and have a great 2010.
Cool, Chris. Thanks for your time, and same to you and all the listeners. Have a great year.